What's up? I'm Naurice. I'm back.
Welcome back, King.
We all have to do our introductions, right?
Yeah, we do.
Javi.
I'm Joseph.
What's up? I'm Ben.
I'm Derek. And welcome back to the DriveWaze pod. Yeah, they came to Northridge because I haven't been in the last few.
Yeah. If you're wondering why Naurice is here, it's because we made the trek up because he usually comes down to us. So this is the first time I think we're all up here together, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Took 5 years, but it finally happened.
We would come, it just wasn't all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Ben's first time was like Chargers game, right?
Yeah, when we were out here, that was what, September?
Yeah, no, it was like October for the Chargers Browns game. Lit, but anyways, yeah, it's our first time here, just vibing and sleeping over and stuff. I think it's my first time sleeping over. So
They were supposed to try Hawaiian hot chicken to kind of get rid of some of the slander I heard a couple weeks ago, but they're closed for spring break. So, okay, so I have a question really quickly. How would you feel if your partner, your girlfriend, whoever you're talking to doesn't like your friends?
Have we had that experience?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, not like with my own girlfriend, but with like other girlfriends I've had that experience. What about you?
For sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know how deep I want to get into this, though.
What was the problem they had with the friend?
I don't know. It's, from what I could tell, girls are like really competitive, I would say. They're always comparing themselves. So.
So it was a girl to girlfriend relationship.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us a scenario, Naurice.
Yeah, that's not where I was going with that, but that's actually a good example.
That's the question you brought up.
Well, yeah, but if she doesn't like your friends, I meant like your friend group, not necessarily like I don't know. I guess in my mind, I was thinking like, let's say like Sabrina like didn't like any of us, you know? Like that was my mind, not necessarily like she had a problem with your relationship with a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
Well, either way, you said yeah, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that a scenario there? Like if.
Well, I'm not to be too blunt or anything, but JJ and I are the ones in current relationships. And well, unless I know it's your situation. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But I don't know if you guys had past experiences with that. But I mean, like I said, not my current girlfriend or anything like that, or my one other girlfriend. They didn't have a problem with friends, but I've been the recipient of like, oh, I'm the friend they didn't like.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to say earlier. And yeah, so I don't know. Do you want to know anything about that? Like I don't know how far you want me to get into that.
I want to know everything. All this.
Well,
Give the people what they want.
well, basically, I could get into more specifics and it'd be very, very obvious. But I'm not. I think that I'll just.
No, it's okay.
Basically, there's reasons for me to know why they didn't like me, and I had no idea, and so I was just like, I really didn't mean any wrong, and I don't know. What I feel about that is like, unless they're like really like an asshole or like they did something wrong or like they disrespect you, which maybe I did, maybe I'm an asshole, but unless that's like the case, I really feel like you kind of should accept, you know, who your significant other friends are, and like at least pretend to like it, even if it's kind of awkward to talk to some of them. Maybe, yeah, even if it's like awkward to try to talk to them, like try to talk to them and stuff like that. Don't just be like, he's awkward, I don't want to talk to him, or like you should, yeah, at least be cordial. I feel like there's no reason to be like, no, I just don't want to talk to them, like I don't care. I feel like you should just at least pretend.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's a red flag if she's not being open to at least meeting your friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be like open to meeting them, and then afterwards, you don't have to like them, but you know, you can't stop me from hanging out with my friends too.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like with that too, it's like it's one thing to just like not even like them and just like not want to hang out with them. I feel like you should just at least go to the hangout a few times. You know, at least try put in an effort. And then it's another thing to like straight on like hate. It's like kind of crazy, and it's kind of like I feel like I'm like if your girlfriend has a reason to hate one of your friends, then like why are you friends with that person? So like usually it's kind of like maybe they didn't do anything wrong, and maybe the person that's wrong is the girlfriend. But then again, it goes the same way with both sexes too, boyfriend, girlfriend, same thing. So I mean, like I feel like that reflects whoever it is more than like the actual friend that they're mad at. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a difference between like just passively not liking people versus like disliking. So like I don't know, if they just don't really have fun around your friends, okay, and like she will maybe come sometimes and not come other times, but if she like fucking hates one of your friends, and I assume she's gonna like not be happy about you hanging out with them or them being around. So I don't know, how often does it get to that point where they're just like, yeah, I hate that guy. I don't know. Hasn't happened to me, but I would say also like it's a big deal because like your friends could be people you've known for fucking 20 years. Like you've trusted that person, you've gone through stages of life with that person. And like friendships are still like relationships with other people. So like just because you're the girlfriend doesn't really make you automatically the most important person in his life. So if you've been dating for like a couple months, like, and you try to like rip other people out of his life, like they might be down bad enough to make a mistake like that, but you're not really worth it, to be honest. Like those friendships that he still cares about are worth it.
Derek,
Damn.
Derek's a
Speaking some
heartbreaker.
truth right now.
No, it's facts. I agree. Like it's kind of like why? Like I just don't think there's any reason. Like if you fuck with someone for like all these friends, they're probably good people for a reason. If they don't like them, I think it's a big deal, and I don't agree with it. And so like if I were with someone like that, I would not probably put up with it.
I mean, at that point, that's only, I guess, if it becomes like to the example you just gave, where she kind of like starts isolating you from your friends. I think that's when that becomes an issue that you have to see if that's something you want to put up with, you know, rather than, I don't know, maybe seeing why. I mean, unpacking it. One of you said that before, kind of unpacking why you don't like someone, because you said like obviously if you hate someone, there's probably a reason there. But yeah, no, generally I feel like that would be a simple fix as long as there's not like a valid reason, at which point you just don't have to expose her to your friends at that point, you know?
Yeah, obviously. Very different scenario.
You shouldn't be friends with that person anymore. You
If
should
they
be as well.
explain some horrible situation that they definitely have a right to like hate them, then it's like, I totally understand. You don't need to be around my friends at all. Or if it's really that bad, then it's like, obviously I care about you, so I have to drop this person because they're doing really shitty things. But that's a very different scenario from just like, they talk to me weird, so I fucking hate them.
It's funny because I feel like I know people who are like that too, and I'm like, oh. But I don't know. I feel like when you meet someone, like, I don't know if you've been in a situation where like you're at work or even at a party or something, and like someone has one negative interaction, something that's not necessarily even that negative, and they kind of like will be turned off to someone. You write them off immediately. I don't know. When I meet someone that's like that, that's very like, I don't know, really telling about your character. You're not very patient. You're really judgmental, you know?
Like, I don't know if you guys have been around when people have said like really awful things or just like really stupid things. Like the immediate reaction isn't to just like, what the fuck? Like shut them up immediately. You kind of listen because you're like, where is this going? Where are we going with this? Let me figure this out, because you're caught off guard. So I mean, people can be kind of like that too. If they do like one little ick and you write them off, it's like, okay, why don't you see what else stupid they'll do? And then if they do a lot of stupid things, then you're like, oh wow, that was a mess. Okay, I don't like that person.
Yeah, I have a 3 ick system, a checklist, you know? Once you hit 3, yeah, then you gotta go.
How small are your icks? Because I've heard of people being like, I saw him chew, and that was an ick.
No, no, like
What would be your ick?
Sharing a loofah.
that. No. She was like into furries, and I'm not one to kink shame, but
One of the weirder ones.
one of the weirder ones, and I don't know. She was like, "You can wear the fox suit." I was like, "You own one." I think that's crazy. She's like, "Yeah, that's other people have been in it." I was like,
Oh,
God,
So
you're
gross.
lying.
I was like, "No thanks." So that was ick number one, the furry.
I mean,
I think that's just a red
you've
flag,
thrift
though.
shopped it before, right?
No,
Oh,
I keep trying to go.
I hope she cleans it.
I wouldn't. It's not my.
that's
You
not our
wouldn't?
responsibility.
No, I wouldn't know.
you wouldn't clean.
I wouldn't
your
know.
furry suit?
I would
She
not
cleaned
know.
it for him. She cleaned it for him. That's what I hope.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely not. The other ick was like hardcore drugs, like hardcore, and I was
Okay,
like,
these are valid icks.
Yeah, those are just valid.
yeah. Other than that, I haven't had to use the system too much because no one usually checks all.
Very nice.
What would be each other's icks?
What do you mean? Like,
Like, I was gonna ask, like, what's your ick, but I don't know if you can choose it. Like,
Our
you can
flaw, like our ick for other
Like-
people.
like something people would be like, would
a roast.
I hate that about you.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say,
like,
like-
some of you probably.
No, I mean you wouldn't know because everyone has like their own
no,
ick,
but
you know.
the point of an ick is that it's like kind of ridiculous, right?
Oh.
Is it?
Y'all already kind of know.
Well, some
I
of
don't
them
know.
are.
I feel like they could be like. I don't even know the
remember
word.
remember the
I
scene?
want to say
remember-
pretentious, but not pretentious. You know?
Remember the scene where in Love Is Blind when like like the thing hit Sal's head?
Oh
Remember that?
yeah, the
I
date.
saw that.
like,
I saw
the
that
thing.
on. I saw that on TikTok, and all the comments are like, "That's an
Oh
ick."
yeah, such an ick when he got blasted in the face with this pole.
Yeah, some people don't like seeing people
Oh.
get like in embarrassing situations. That's an ick.
There was
Not for
a-
me, but that's just
There was a trend going around where there's like let's be honest, like when women like see men cry, they start to like not respect them as much or something.
you saw that on where?
It was on TikTok, and they're like, there's studies that show that on average, like if a woman sees a man cry, her respect for him immediately drops. It's kind of sad.
That is sad. I
Why is that?
would have anticipated the opposite.
Yeah, I would have too.
Is it an actual study, or is it like?
Yeah, they looked at like on average, or it was like a survey study, but still.
God damn, TikTok University, always teaching, always teaching. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if you can really say what someone else's ick is, you know, because like
That's true.
everyone's is
It's different.
different. Like there's people who like an ick is literally like you said, like the getting hit by the bar, you know.
Do you have like a really dumb one that you've had? Like something really stupid happened, and you're like, never mind, not into that person anymore.
Sometimes it could be as simple as like what they showed up like in public. I'd be like, that's what you went with.
Questionable.
But I mean that
Definitely done that. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta tell him.
you know
Sometimes you. I can't mean, but like I mean, like they have a bad hair day. It's like,
you know
maybe
yeah.
not, maybe not.
we can't always be at our best, you know.
It's true.
But I mean, you're with your bad hair day one, you know. It's like that. If you can't take me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best situation.
yeah.
Might be I'm gonna fix that one. But yeah, no. Other than that, I wouldn't say. I don't know, really, because an ick is essentially like a turnoff. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely have icks.
Yeah, yeah. But those all my icks, I feel like would be valid then.
I
Though.
feel like it's dependent on like the person too.
Joe, you got icks?
I don't really know. Can't really think of some, but like, I mean, they're ugly. I don't know. I feel like that's the main thing. I feel like I'd be able to put up with a lot as long as they're pretty. I'm being honest.
We're doing Women's
Love's
History
Not
Month. Love is not blind. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm just being honest, but I don't know. Hey, I mean, you don't like furries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't like people that dress bad. You don't like people. You don't like people that dress bad.
Because that's the same. I'm sick. Wow. It's just the way me and Derek looked at each other when you said that.
Okay. Wait.
I think the more socially appropriate way to say that is attraction instead.
Okay.
of,
But I will say, like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I would never date an ugly person, but I'm just saying, like, obviously if a person, like, it's just logically, like, if you don't think a person's good looking, turn off.
Okay.
That's everybody here. That's everybody here.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me rephrase that.
Somewhere around that idea.
No, I'm saying okay.
with you
I'm just
on.
saying everybody here. If you don't think a person's good looking or you're attractive, you're turn off. Done. But other than that, I really don't have any icks.
I just thought of one. And it's an ick. And I know it is because it was my own behavior and I didn't like it. And I was like, fuck, if I was on a date with like myself when this happened, that'd be an ick. And it's not.
What is it?
So me, Richard, Esteban, and Justy all went to go see JJK at the movies on Tuesday
Fire.
or Thursday. Well, we didn't get to see it because I had AMC Black tickets and then Richard had like the guest pass. So essentially free tickets. We pull up and then they were having trouble scanning it. So then it takes like 15 minutes when it's already packed and we're late because they're looking for a scanner that'll scan the ticket. So that was already a delay. And then they'd be like, oh, there's like a special event. Like your tickets aren't valid for this movie. And I was like, why is it a special event? She's like, they partnered with Crunchyroll on it. But
Oh, did you get like the goodie bag or whatever?
oh, no, we didn't. We weren't a part of the event.
No,
so
ours was
Not
it's
even
brought
an
to you
event.
by Crunchyroll. But
oh, yeah, I don't know. Regardless, it didn't work. So we had to pick another movie after that. But we had to get out of line to do that. And then when we got back, it was even longer.
So, what'd you
So
choose, Batman?
so
we saw Uncharted.
what
It
was the
Oh,
ick from?
The ick was how long all that took, and then you don't get to watch the movie you wanted, and then you're holding up a line
That's just wasting
because
time. Yeah.
exactly. But like,
But that was
it's
you.
like awkward, you know?
Yeah, wait, who's that ick on? Like
Myself, but like
Oh.
I'm saying, like if you were on a date and that happened, you know, would that not be like embarrassing for like yourself because of the
Oh, yeah,
people waiting
definitely.
on you?
Yeah,
like-
that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
Like if
Yeah,
you were
I
with
guess.
Naurice and you had to go through that whole ordeal.
with Naurice, with anyone.
Yeah, if I was new with Naurice,
Oh.
so embarrassing.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm not knowledgeable on a lot of things that a lot of people normally know how to do. So like, let's say I was on a date and I had to cook something like an egg, couldn't do it. I feel like that's
Yeah.
that'd be an ick for me. Or like,
can't cook.
yeah, I can't cook. Could make ramen, but you know,
You can't make an egg.
no, I cannot make an egg. I'm pretty sure you put like you crack it and then you put it on the thing and then you heat it up, right? And then you feel like that. I'm sure something's gonna happen.
I mean, there's different types of eggs. That's one way to do
Oh,
it.
you don't know how to make an egg?
Did I just not describe it to make an egg, JJ? I crack the egg open, I put it on the pan, and then I heat it up for some time. It looks good, then I'm gonna take it out. That's it.
How do you eat your eggs?
They're
cooked.
Literally.
When my mom cooks them for me. She usually is it sunny side up when it's like the white and then like the. I like scrambled, but my mom usually makes it that way.
She makes it usually sunny side up.
Yeah.
Scrambled is amazing.
Oh, it is amazing. I'm just saying it takes so many eggs to make scrambled.
Lucky, yeah. But sunny side up, I'm not doing that. A runny egg is enough to end me. Like,
Yeah, no. It
that's
tickles the back of
nasty.
your throat. No. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys don't like runny eggs?
no,
No.
No,
That's just a
No.
wrong opinion.
it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
my
like
soup?
You like the texture? It's not even like soup. It just like sits there.
It's great on top of breakfast items.
I know,
And
but like,
it's, it's good on rice, too.
oh,
No, I
yeah.
got a burger at this place, Doghouse, and it had like an egg on it.
No.
And I asked him to cook it all the way to make it not be runny. And then, like, you know, the yolk's in the middle. So I didn't get it in my first few bites. But when I got there, all I just saw was like yellow pouring down my burger. When I tell you, I like dropped it so fast.
Guys.
Wait, you sound like you ate like a bug or something like that.
It was nasty.
It's like a texture thing. Yeah,
I feel like
Definitely.
that's
it's definitely like a texture thing.
like
I don't like.
childish.
Childish. No,
I can do it. I just rather not.
I can't
I'd
do
rather
it.
have just like a fried egg. Sure, you could cook through egg.
I mean, isn't that a fried egg? Is that not what, a hard boiled egg?
Well, no, it could literally just.
Oh, you mean like the actual egg yolk?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no.
not like fried, not like deep fried.
I know.
I don't want to get lost here. It's like the thing that you get at McDonald's. It's literally just like a cooked egg.
Oh, well, that's the egg white, no? At McDonald's? The little...
Jack in the Box set. I don't know. Some places
Guys.
have. Never mind. Never
What are
mind.
you
We're
talking
going
about?
somewhere. We're going somewhere.
I don't know. We got on the...
What were we talking about?
Joseph was talking about eggs.
I was talking about my ick. I mean, give an example of me not being able to cook. That's like something simple. And I feel like if I didn't seem like knowledgeable and something like that, or like I just seem kind of like, oh, this dude don't know what he's doing. Like that's a turn off. And it's like he's not, can provide for the family. You know what I mean?
I feel like for me, it's like me running around indoors.
Oh, that's so valid.
I could see that.
Running around indoors. Like, imagine just seeing someone running while like you're inside a building.
Oh, okay. So we're just talking about cringy stuff. 'Cause, like,
That's an ick. Well, I mean, they're both valid icks, but like
it's like when
that
you
is,
have like a
dumb
crush on
cringe,
someone
though.
and they do something kind of like cringy, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
or like
Yeah,
if they wave at someone, or they think someone's waving at them, and then they wave at them, and then they're like, oh, that's
my
embarrassing for them.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to bring up.
Or like stuff at like school, like if you like show up with like, or I don't know, like no, I feel like I don't know.
Joseph, you brought up a good point.
Just
And
died out there.
this is up to you guys if you want to talk about it. But I remember, like, I think it was yesterday. I was like, what we should talk about is our most cringy experiences at trying to get at a girl.
All right, who's going
Okay.
first?
I'll go. In high school, there was this one girl who I liked like a lot, and I had a class with her, so like I would talk to her, but then I didn't. Like how there was like the bowl, and you walked around the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like I was with you, and then you were like, you should talk to her. Like y'all talk out of class, but it's funny because you literally said, "But do you walk around the bowl though?" And yeah, no, that was definitely a failed attempt. I walked over there and I was literally stuttering. Like I didn't get a full sentence out, and then I turned around and walked away. I was like, "Well, this is done. Never again."
Because you weren't the king that you are today.
Absolutely not. No, it was bad. That was sophomore year. It was rough.
That's how you started. Origin. Now you're here.
That's Naurice's
Humble beginnings.
origin story.
Became a fiend.
I absolutely did not. I'm a wholesome.
Juggler.
No. I can juggle. I taught myself over quarantine. Actually,
I
that
know
was
how to
really
juggle,
irrelevant,
courtesy
but
of Jeff Waters.
You're welcome.
nice. But yeah, anyone else with the?
Joe, you don't got one?
I mean, I definitely have like yeah. I mean, you guys. I mean, man's like, you just build a lot. I'm like, okay, man. But I mean, I definitely do. I just can't remember. Like, I'm being honest. Like, I feel like there were so many like failures. They all like meshed up into like one unison of just like. I've been rejected a lot. I don't know. I'll think of something though if someone else has something.
I kind of agree with Joe. Just like all the like, I would ask out a lot of people in like the younger grades, and so I don't even know how many girls I had crushes on or like got dumped by. So it's all just kind of a blur. But I definitely got ghosted by someone from high school like a couple months ago. So
That's always fun.
yeah, there's a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a little quick tangent on the same topic though, but like when it's because you mentioned the just in high school liking different girls. Do you think there was?
Let's let the man finish.
Okay. Well,
I just want to know, like, so I don't
Okay. Well, it's just essentially, do you think about like what made you like someone in high school? Like, what about them made you like them versus like liking someone now? Does that make sense?
Oh, why?
Probably
Why,
just in high
Yeah.
school?
why did
Yeah.
I like him in high school?
Yeah, and like
'Cause he looked
like
cute?
as opposed to like how like exactly, but like now when you
They're
like
gonna make
someone,
me look cool.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what's
Stuff
the
like that.
difference from then and now?
exactly. Like
Okay.
now, what is it that makes you like someone? Obviously you're not thinking, oh,
Well, they have to look cute first.
well, yeah, but like I'm saying, do you think you've matured to the point like?
I feel like,
Exactly.
I didn't talk to anyone in high school, so I feel like if it was in high school, it's like, oh, she talks to me.
Okay, but yeah, but like now though, it would take
was in
more,
high school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like now, completely different person, different scenario. Like someone
Oh.
it's more than just she's cute that makes you like someone now, right? Like it's
What is the first
No.
thing? Is that-
Still the same.
Yeah, aside from being cute, they have to have the banter. Yeah.
the banta.
Okay, I think where Naurice is trying to go with this is
Thank you.
in the past, it was like,
It's the same.
oh, well, I talked to her during class. She's pretty cool. Or like, oh, she plays a sport. She's sporty. That's fun. Now it's like, okay, you're actually talking to them as like human beings instead of just like
Thank you.
saying your girlfriend and boyfriend in high school
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
But I think what
So
Reese
it's
is
like
asking is
more
like, what's
to it,
the
you know?
what's the first thing? You know how like you're
Exactly.
just talking to someone and then
So-
they do something or you notice something and then it just clicks. You're like, oh, I like him now. What is that for you in high school? Like it
Like an
it
instantaneous
could be like,
thing?
oh,
Like-
yeah, like, oh, she offered me her pencil, and now it started a crush on her, and then now now for us, it's like it could be like, oh, she made me laugh, and then that's
I know
when it
what you
started.
Oh, he's talking about
That's-
instant. He's talking about
I think
instant.
in high school it's just when people would just be like say hello to you.
Yeah, it's
For me,
just when
I
people like
that, yeah.
People
pay
acknowledge you.
attention to
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Like if they go out of their way to like,
That could be for like anyone. Like for me, like
Yeah.
like if it was a guy or a girl, like if they just said like hi to me, I would be like, oh, what's up, dude?
mhm.
That's when you start liking them.
You call her dude?
I mean, I wouldn't. They're friendly. I'm like, oh, you guys are friends. We're friends.
Just friends.
Friendly. I said guy or girl, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying like if someone like came up to you and said like, hey Ben, wouldn't that be cool?
Wait.
What is
So
that?
if you want to
No.
be friends with JJ, just walk up to him and say hello.
No, not. I feel like we derailed. You had exactly what I was talking
I
about.
what?
okay.
That yeah.
Sorry,
Ben,
sorry.
No, you're
I
rudely
apologize.
interrupted.
No, yes. When you like someone in high school, it was over. Like it was simple. No, like
Yeah.
Now you actually think about, is
Yeah.
this person smart? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
is this
yeah,
person
no.
would this be
funny?
sustainable?
Yeah,
Like,
if
what
when,
about
when you're
it?
dating in high school, you don't really see that like you don't think like long term, like you're just thinking of the now. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
oh,
the
we're just
now.
dating. That's why when people break up like so much when they get to college, because now they gotta think like, oh, is this person gonna mesh well with me as I move away or as I try to like move to the next step of getting a
Yeah.
job and stuff like that. When in high school, you're just like, oh, we're just dating, just having fun, and then like it's like when you get down to it, like, okay, probably not. And that's why so many people break up from their high school couple, and then now you date someone, they got to be able to be the mother of your children. I'm kidding, by the way. That's no.
He
I
had
mean,
some-
okay, if
he
you're
had some
dating,
heat in that.
okay, that's. I was just like, I think now it's like definitely like, can they like if I'm with them for like 24 hours, will I be able to survive that? And like, will they be able to like one day, move out with me, or one day like we could have some kind of like future potentially? Because I feel like other than that, like you're wasting your time. I don't know.
Do you know what's so stupid? Is very overrated. Is high school dating. Why did I date in high school?
Hey, LeBron did it.
That's
That
so
worked
dumb.
out for him.
Yeah, Savannah James can attest.
He's still drool emoji to this day.
That's the same girl from high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're high school sweethearts.
That's king.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tiffany Rivers, Philip Rivers' wife, can attest. I'm kidding.
Carol and Jeff Waters.
No, they met in college, right?
No, they've
I'm at high
met
school.
in high school.
People
Oh.
date in high school because it's like you're like you have like childish like emotions of like, oh, they're so pretty, I want to, or cute, or
Exactly.
like I want to
And,
date
like,
them, and I
have fun.
date
You
them,
can
and you just
have
hold
fun.
hands.
And
shit.
exactly,
just
it's
like-
it's having fun. It's getting to.
Be
Yeah,
friends.
but you can't expect it to be.
Where is this coming from?
That's so woke. Like, just be friends.
Literally, like, why is this the
This
revelation
is coming
you
from
went
23 years old.
Huh?
You
Why is
look
this
back.
the revelation you went with?
What do you mean?
Why shouldn't people date in high school?
That's just so dumb.
Why though?
But they're not
Because
wasting
it's
any
for dumb
time.
reasons.
Though. But they're not
They're not
wasting any
thinking the big
time.
thing. They're
Well,
not
yeah,
thinking the bigger picture.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they have like the actual psychological
Well,
capacity.
they're
to
also
do so.
children.
Exactly.
So,
It's like why they can't vote. They can't think long term enough for a presidential candidate.
they should be able to have fun and like learn.
Yeah, because it's not like they're wasting time. Like I don't. It's like I don't agree
You
with
just say
not-
they can't have fun. You can
No
have
one.
fun.
But like,
That's not
I'm
like
saying
it's not
that
really
that can
it's
be
not
fun, too.
socially acceptable in high school to be a
Well, they don't know that yet.
What?
promiscuous.
Oh,
It's not until this day and age and later in life where people are like, do what you want, have fun. Like in high school,
I know, but
if you're just like, yeah, I have a bunch of friends with benefits as a sophomore in high school,
That's
like,
kind of dope.
definitely gonna
That's kinda
come
cool.
across
What?
strangely. That's a
Can you imagine
euphoria
meeting someone
situation.
like that? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm not
I don't
gonna
even know where to go. Which direction? You just went
Can
into
you
a
imagine
direction.
Euphoria
lie. Can
High
you
was-
imagine meeting someone at the school who was like, she's my Saturday or whatever.
I'm pretty sure.
I
we
mean,
had
in high
people
school,
like
you'd
that
probably
in
think
high
that that
school.
was like cool, and that's the
Wait,
stupid
they were-
part.
they were-
They
wait,
were in
wait.
the hallways.
You think it's cool that a girl's been like, yeah, I've been ran through by the whole school. That's cool.
Well, for the
Or
girl,
a guy
no.
that,
For the
what about a guy? A guy like,
Okay,
oh, yeah,
do you see?
I
Okay,
smashed them.
and you see
It's
the
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 double
problem
standard.
there,
We did
correct?
have people like that
You
in
see
high
the
school.
problem there, though. He just said for the girl, no. For the guy, yeah. That's
No,
I
just said, I didn't.
I know. You want to?
What? Do you guys want a piece of that? Like, I'm confused.
Wait.
Okay, I me personally, if there's a dude that was like bragging about like smashing this or that, and like I don't really know him that well, I'm not gonna dap him up, obviously, because that's just kind of like
No, I wouldn't dab him up either. I just be like, oh, that's cool. Unless there was
wash his hands first, and then I was gonna.
No, yeah. No.
What question are we on?
Naurice, if we met a what's his name, Jacob Elordi,
Oh yeah, Nate.
and,
Jacob.
and Nate from Euphoria at our high school, I would dab him up.
Absolutely not. Nate's a psychopath.
Oh no, he's psycho for that. No, he's psycho for that. But I'm saying I dab him up for the other things that he's done.
What other things? Are we forgetting what he did? He pulled that
Cheerleader.
gun on Maddie.
Yes, I know, but the public eye don't know that.
The public eye did that.
They just know he's messing with this person and this person and this person.
He doesn't know about the gun. He doesn't know about the gun. He just knows like as Jacob as or Nate Jacobs as the cool kid.
No. Oh my god.
You're the problem.
At the end of the
Literally.
day, I dab him up, and you would too.
I would not.
Maurice would not dab up Nate Jacobs.
Star football.
I wanna
Yeah, at that
hear-
point, he's known as like the star football player with the girlfriend.
I want to hear Joe's story.
Oh, okay. So this is probably I don't know. It's one of the most cringiest, but I probably have more. Was like freshman year. I liked someone, and then also that's kind of maybe ick too. Like they told me that they thought I was cute, and I said, "Are you serious?" But anyways, so
Valid response.
yeah. So apparently they liked me. I liked them back. We were like kind of talking, I guess.
Wait,
And
when
then-
was this?
freshman year of high school?
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay, and then something happened where like she just suddenly stopped giving me the hugs. She normally did before she went to sixth period. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
like, something's up. No. Within like a month or something. I don't know. I'm like, what's wrong? I don't know. Something's wrong. And then like later on, I find out she doesn't really like me that much anymore from a friend. I didn't hear from her. You know what I mean? Just typical high school stuff. And she still wanted to go to homecoming with me. So I was like, okay, I'll still ask her. In hindsight, like, why would you go with homecoming with the girl that like literally says they don't like you anymore? And like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I asked her to homecoming and stuff like that. A funny story, a little tangent with that too, is like I wasn't really like back then. I wasn't really aware that people were like kind of like smashing and like doing all that stuff because I was kind of like I didn't realize like that was like people were doing that, like all the cool kids were. And so like I remember like we had football practice and someone came up to me and they were like, "Hey, you asked that person at homecoming?" I was like, "Yeah." And like, "You trying to smash?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." I was like, "What do you mean?" I know. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Anyways, I asked her. She says, "Yes." We go to homecoming. She didn't even want to like get dinner before with me. So I was like, okay, weird. She literally went with my other guy friend in that same group.
Weird.
She went with other 4 girls that were single, and she went with one of our guy friends. She went with that group.
She just split up.
We just didn't go, and then so we met up in the line at homecoming,
Oh.
and then we're like, okay, cool, yay. We didn't have any like pictures together, I think. And then at the
A lot of red
dance,
flags.
I think we entered the dance together, and like we were together for like the first 5 or 10 minutes, and after that she kind of leaves to go off with her other friends, and I probably don't see her the whole time. And then later on like we were kind of close together again. They tell us to dance and stuff, maybe dance for like 2 minutes, leaves again. And then later on I find her with like another guy, and she's just basically dancing with this guy like the whole time, hanging out with him, like, getting like all hands on and stuff like that. And I was pissed because like I knew this guy too, and like we used to be friends. So I was like, dude, I'm about to throw down. And then like everyone like when
Are
we
you trying to throw?
yeah, you trying to throw? You trying to throw? But so after the dance ended, she left with, or she had to come back with me to get like, 'cause you know, like they put the bags of the shit together. So like we had to get like, oh, come back. We have to get their stuff back. And then we get her stuff back, and then she dips and she goes with that guy. Like she leaves the dance with him out, and they got like hands on shoulder. They even took a picture together and they posted it on social media. So I was just like, anyways, everyone's just like, dude, Joe, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know. And they're like, dude, Joe, come on, man. Like, I'm her friend, but like, that's fucked up. And I'm like, I know. And then I
don't know what's happening
This
right now.
got so detailed. Oh my god.
okay, and then
I know the story. I know the
and
story.
then I get home. I close my door. I'm
what
literally
is happening?
like having a villain arc. I'm literally like, I'm not even joking. I'm like pissed, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get so fucking big, and like, shit like that. So I literally pull out the iron gym. I
Oh
put it
my
up there.
God,
I start doing my
no.
pull-ups. I start doing my push-ups. I start having my Karate Kid montage. Literally, like, it was my villain arc. And then I was like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna start doing push-ups every day, pull-ups every day. Yeah, hi. But yeah, that's
What's wrong with
You
you?
didn't get swole
that's-
until like recently.
I know.
and that's why I benched. And that's why I benched 2 plates. No, I'm just kidding. I don't bench 2 plates, but
8 years later, he gets a little bigger.
Hey, Derek benches 225.
Not yet. Almost there.
but I would say that's cringy. I think I don't know.
I don't even know what part to be cringe to. You just
The
told
fact that she okay,
You have a
TLDR,
Lifetime
TLDR. I go to dance with the girl. She doesn't like me anymore. She already told me, but I go to the dance with her anyways. She ghosts me the whole time. Doesn't talk to me at all. Leaves me with another guy that I used to fuck with in like middle school. So
Wait, Joe.
that's the
Joe,
answer.
Joe.
Cringe. Ick.
Joe.
What?
Oh my
But,
god.
can we say that? Can we say that you could have?
long.
Can we say that you could have expected this because she said she didn't like you?
Exactly. Exactly. But that's the thing.
There's
But
so
that's
many
the
red
thing.
flags
If you
here.
know me and the person I am, like if it was like Derek or something, Derek we'd be like, oh yeah, Derek would say no, he wouldn't go to homecoming. But it's like, oh Joseph, oh yeah, he'd say yeah, he'd go with them, like because that's just the person I am. I'm desperate. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 9th grade. I was like hormones going crazy. I didn't care.
Are you okay? Did that story hold on?
He's obviously fine about it.
He doesn't care. He's not pressed.
He's not pressed. Yeah.
It's the reason why I gym today.
He's like, it'll never happen again.
Joe's in a very happy relationship now.
Oh my
He's
god.
fine.
he's
That
fine.
was what? That was like 8 years ago. I'm very happy now.
I don't even know any.
Pretty happy.
I do have another. This one's quicker. So basically, I went on a date with the girl, and like, well, it was kind of a date, kind of not a date. I was kind of like asked her if she wanted to get food. We got food, and then I opened the door for her, and she's like, "Oh no, and then I was like, "Oh, what did I do something wrong?" She's like, "No, you're so nice." And we get in the car, and she's like, "I'm actually like talking to someone else right now. I just want to make that clear." I'm like, blah blah, and I was like, "I just literally opened a door for you. Fuck you."
Wait, so what'd you say to that?
I was just like, okay, cool, that's fine. We can just be friends.
But was it? It was a date though. No.
That's a W.
For who?
For him. He's like, okay, what is this then?
No.
Not like that. No, she didn't want anything. She was like, literally just like want to like talk as friends.
Oh. Then get out of my car.
Let's see the switch up.
But it was so funny. I was just like, I feel like with many girls, I would do that. Like, even if it's just like literally just a friend.
That's
And she's
cap.
like- and my mama? But she was like, but the fact that it worked, you're like, oh no, don't, it's not like that.
Joe has never once opened the door for me.
Do we know this person?
You're not a female.
no, it's someone I met in college.
Oh,
Like it was
okay.
like I met them like in one of my classes.
Oh, okay,
It was like
okay,
one of my
okay.
classes. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I
You guys have another
don't know
moment?
that the ick. She was just at that point. I don't even remember the question because he took a tangent.
We're wherever you want to be.
I just started telling funny stories about me getting embarrassed. That's like,
Yeah, but I mean, like some people don't like it. That's an
oh
ick
yeah,
in itself.
like
yeah.
when they're doing like
Getting embarrassed.
cringy, like simpy stuff. That's an ick.
Well, okay. There's nothing wrong with being
I
a
did
simp.
something like that in 7th grade. This was like the most simp story ever. So I was at Jared's like birthday party, and it was like just a random birthday party. Or I think I'm in high school or maybe middle school, and no, it's definitely middle school. And like his cousin is there, and she has like this biggest crush on me. But the cousin brought her like girlfriend, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't know anything about you, but like I had her number, and so I sent like a long simpy like paragraph text. Dude, I cringe just remember doing it, but I got it.
Stop.
I swear to God, that was
No
so
shot
weird.
your
I
cringiest
did.
story.
I
was
did.
A dub.
It was
That's
that
not
can't happen.
okay.
I was like,
can't happen,
we didn't even
dude.
live next to each other. I was like, oh, like I really want to like date you or something. Yada yada.
Dude,
And then-
it's
Oh, why
'cause
did she say-
JJ was so fucking cute in elementary
was a
school and middle
womanizer.
school. Everyone
You're a
fucking
womanizer.
loved JJ.
No, but that's so cringe that the whole exchange
Doesn't matter. Pretty privilege.
No.
But yeah, I think you didn't understand the premise of this game. It's
I have a couple cringe moments.
Here we go.
I don't remember if this was like freshman or sophomore year, but there was a girl that I thought was cute, and there was one time when me and my parents and my brother we just went to like a that festival, like in Mira Mesa, you know the one, and then for some reason like she was there too, and then and then like so we just kind of like started like talking, and then we started like walking around. I was like, oh my god, we're walking around together.
The bare minimum used to really do it.
There's so much excitement.
And then like in that moment, I didn't want to like do anything else. I just wanted to like stay right there. And then it got to the point where like my parents were like looking for me, like wondering where I was, and then we had to go. And then after that, we didn't talk again.
Wow, a lost love, one could say.
Wait, you guys were like legit walking together, like on purpose, or was it like?
What do you mean on purpose?
I don't know. I kind of felt like it was just kind of like we happened to walk next to each other and like, oh wow, we're kind of walking together right now.
That is what it sounded
I don't remember what it was.
That's what it sounded like.
I don't remember what it was, but I just remember the feeling.
Did she know you?
Huh? No, wait, it's not a stranger.
No, he said it was sophomore
Was she
year, right?
aware that you were following her?
No.
Excellent question.
Do not change the story, please.
Did you talk to each other on the walk?
Yeah, we did. We were just talking.
Did you
and
make
walking.
up a conversation?
No, okay, going off of the part with your parents, bro, like, when we would go to dances before and you had a date, your parents really had to drive you there. Like, you and your date. Right.
Yo, can we talk
Like,
about
that's
something?
such an L already.
Okay, wait. My mom's not here yet. We gotta wait. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
What's
God.
your guys' thoughts on high school dances? Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
I was so intimidated by them.
Bro, I remember when
They
they
were
were
high
like,
stakes,
when they were
low-key.
like, no twerking or something like
But
that.
that shit always happened.
Yeah, I always threw back hella. I didn't give a fuck.
It's cap.
I
I
never
hated school
understood dances.
I didn't like them either.
Was not really vibing.
I mean, we never got to go to a dance with our shoes on. Remember, they always made us take it off because they just redid the basketball court. Fucking trenches, man. Yeah. No. No. But yeah, no, that was just a thought I had, that you really had to like rely on your parents to take you everywhere. Like, even if we had plans, like say we all wanted to go to the movies, like we used to really like
Yeah.
meet there, like get dropped off at someone's house, and then always we would really need a ride everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Why can't you just drive yourself?
literally.
What do you wait?
No, because we couldn't. But
Yeah. Wait, that's funny because like the dudes that go to fucking high school dances, like that think they're all drippy and shit. They got their J's on for the pictures. They got like those like no those no sock shoes.
yeah,
They gotta take them
the
off.
loafers.
Yeah, they gotta wear their fucking shoes or socks.
Wait, is
fucking
that like
dance.
people who wear no socks and shoes? Or
No.
I do that.
What do you mean?
I know you do that, and I never liked
wait,
that.
Wait. Unless you're wearing like the no shows, right? You wear the no shows.
No, I imagine like
In Allbirds, I don't.
someone takes off their
wear
like
socks?
boots and they have no
Allbirds
socks.
is supposed to be like antibacterial, so like you're supposed to be able to not wear socks in them.
Yeah. I feel like with those type of shoes, I wouldn't really care about wearing socks.
What about like a boat shoe and you're going to the beach?
No. I'd wear socks.
Oh.
I wear shoes to the beach. Period. I'm weird.
You don't like the feel of the sand in between your toesies?
I just like showing my feet.
Oh, you
So
got
public,
ugly
I like
feet.
that. I don't know. Just been my thing.
Okay.
If I go to the beach though, I have no problem taking it off.
What are you talking about?
How like I don't wear sandals when I go to the beach.
He
I
doesn't
wear
want
shoes.
people to be able to take pictures of his feet.
Not to say I won't take my shoes off.
Is that like actually why you don't want people to take pictures of your feet?
Well, I didn't even think of that, but like,
Oh my god!
now,
said that?
now, yeah.
Derek said
oh my
that.
God. I surely hope there aren't
Eric's
people
spreading
like that.
misinformation.
Oh my
I surely hope.
god! No, I can't even wear my slides bare feet. Like, I have to have socks on if I put on my slides. Like, I don't like.
Why?
The only time I'm honestly
when
like
you're
toes
not
out is when I'm
free.
going to sleep. Oh
They're
yeah.
free.
No, they can be free when I get under my
You-
blanket.
Oh. You won't go sockless in your house?
No.
Really?
It's weird.
That's why you should use Crocs. They cover the toes.
Yeah, Crocs.
Even then, I'd probably put on Socks though,
Why?
because I don't really like being barefoot in my slides either.
Well, that's why you designate them as just your in-house slides.
Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna put on a sock. To be fair, I also get cold though, so
Interesting.
Do you sleep with your socks on?
absolutely not.
Sorry, that's like the question. I feel like every podcast is like, all right, guys, so real question here. Do you guys sleep with your socks on? And then it's like,
Fuck.
pineapples on pizza. Sorry, but
I mean, those.
Those are those are always on like
This is
the
a
hinge
controversial-
prompts, you know, like it's like
They're
it's like what's your opinion on or pineapples on pizza or something like that.
and
It's
then
like,
you're in there like disgusting or I love it, comparing depending on what they like.
yeah, and how you respond to that.
Yeah, no, those are the. It's like the waffles or pancakes, you know, like those like divides. But yeah, no,
pancakes.
I like them both. So
Pancakes,
What? Waffles?
chocolate chip pancakes, especially.
Chocolate chip waffles. Fire. Egos? Fire.
I probably would do it.
I don't have a preference. I like them both. Sometimes I want a waffle. What would you say? What, like best, worst, or cringiest drunk stories?
Most monumental.
Most
Most monumental? Honestly, okay, then there's two. The first one being when we all hit Vegas and I blacked out for Big Sean's concert. That was a real L right there. We dropped the
lost
bag
him
on that
getting out of
ticket
the
too.
Club. It's his favorite rapper, and he threw up outside the Uber door twice on the ride home.
I did, but I was courteous. I opened the door. But yeah, so I'd say that one was one. Although that was actually a really fun time blacking out compared to some other times. But the most monumental one was what I told you all this morning when I went to a brunch and then drank way too many mimosas. Yeah, I definitely blacked out. Like,
You blacked out at the place?
yeah.
What?
No, not today.
Not today. I'm saying at the same place.
No, a different place. Yeah, it was bad. I've never been blacked out that early in the day. Told you. I was lost. I was on the street at one point. I was leaning against a car, and then a guy was like, "Hey, man, I'm leaving," and I was like, it was so embarrassing. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, I just, no, it was really bad. And then I got home and knocked out, and then I woke up and it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, I'm hungover.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was not fun. See, yeah, it was really bad.
Sure, yes.
I have a memorable one. When we went to Dave and Buster's, we kind of pre-gamed in the car and everything. My stomach just wasn't feeling it. Gag reflex going crazy. So I barely drank. Or not barely drank. I drank enough, and like I was pretty drunk. I also pulled up with my new J's, University Blues, Air Jordan 1s. Pulled up with those. I don't know why. It kind of just a bad day to do it, but I wanted to flex them because I paid a lot of good money for them. Anyways, basically, we took shots together at Dave and Buster's, and I really shouldn't have done it. I spent like maybe 20 minutes. Like everyone took it already, and I spent like 20 minutes like debating, like, do I do it? Do I do it? And everyone's like, just do it. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I really don't know if I can. And it's fine. It's just one. And I finally did it right, and that just took me like over. Like I was just like blasted. Like I wasn't blacked out, but like I definitely just like did not feel good. And then our friend Jazz drove us home. And like the whole car ride, he was like, I'm gonna drive us home really fast to get you home quick. I'm like, cool. But like that actually made me feel way worse because it was so fucking fast. So right when we got off the freeway, I'm like, Jazz, pull over. We pulled over. I immediately just throw up on the sidewalk, and I get it on some of it on my J's too. It was so fucking sad.
Throwing up on shoes is actually like the worst thing
No,
ever.
but like my new J's, I wore it the first time. But,
oh yeah, that's real
but
bad.
it wasn't a lot, so it was like enough I could clean up. It was enough I could clean
hot
up.
Cheetos too.
Yeah, and the thing is, because like I ate spicy food. Like I think I ate a bunch of hot Cheetos earlier. So
No,
like
I never paired
Yeah,
spicy food with drinking.
yeah. And then we got to Derek's house because that's where my car was, and I was just literally on the side, and I'm just like, I'm so down bad. I'm like, dude, I literally saw the depths charters. Like I'm
We were
literally,
just
I'm literally.
standing there patting his back, and then my dad was walking around the neighborhood. And we were like, "Hey, he's fine. Don't worry."
Oh, you was probably like mortified because like I was literally like I saw hell. Like I met the devil. Your dad was probably like, dude, he can sleep. He's like he can sleep inside if he wants. And I was so embarrassed. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'll go home. Like I'm not. Like, I was just so embarrassed because Derek's dad like just saw me at my worst moment. And then I'm pretty sure I was just like on the toilet, like just like throwing up all night. It was like that point where you keep throwing up and you keep forcing yourself to throw up, but there's nothing there, so it's just like it's just pain.
Yeah,
that's my story.
No, I've definitely been there quite a few times. So.
You want to share yours, AJ?
Oh man, I don't know where to start. Memorable?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say definitely like most like probably the best experience of like blacking out was definitely your party, but I don't really remember anything from that. That shit was fun for like the first 30 minutes, and then I clocked out.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I've never seen anyone that like laid out before. Like you were truly like dead weight. Like it was so bad. I was like,
you'll drop me on the floor. You guys are dragging me. I woke up with bruises. I don't even know where I was at. I just woke up with bruises.
I told you, you were dead weight. You were so heavy. Like it was 3 of us, and I'm just like, oh my god.
When I walked into that party, I walked in, saw JJ, and then like 30 minutes later, I saw him wrestling someone, and then 20 minutes later, he was gone, and it was like the entire night he was out. I did not know what happened.
Yeah, just dry heaving for like 2 hours on the couch.
That's embarrassing. Take me out of the house. I just hear that shit.
Put him in the grass.
Wait, who's that guy? It's so bad.
Mine was
I had so much fun though.
Mine was Joe's party too.
Dude, Joe turns up.
No. I just supply the resources, and then I have the plants in there to make people drink. There's certain plants inside that I just vibe.
Yeah, mine was at Joe's party, and I don't really remember taking any like not even a lot of shots, but then I remembered like Sai just being like, "Hey Ben, you gotta take another one with me."
God.
I'm like, okay, because Sai is leaving too. Sai's always leaving.
Literally.
So I had to take a shot for him, and then after that, like I was okay, and then I played beer pong, and then right after beer pong, like everything started becoming really dizzy, and that was like the last time. And then I sat on like a chair after beer pong, like right after that, and I couldn't move up. And then the next time I had to get up, like I threw up in the sink multiple times, and then after that, I still wasn't feeling.
Didn't you
better.
post for the photo?
Yeah. Did Ben make the wall?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
And
You
Awesome.
3 made the wall.
And then and after that I did not feel better still. I was still like really
I
nauseous.
just wasn't gonna put it out
And then
like
probably
that.
like 2 more hours came and Derek was helping me. And then after that,
That
like
would be it.
I threw up like
Yeah.
another time. And
Damn.
after that, and then I slept for like 30 minutes. I woke up, I was like refreshed.
Refresh.
You remember all that?
Yeah, I remember all that.
Lucky.
His trips are weird. His trips are different.
Because he sleeps through it.
Yeah, Ben's trips are different. He can sleep through it and like be black out for 3 hours, and then after that be good. Like, he revives. Like,
It's my superpower.
Yeah, I know.
My body has like an auto shutdown thing. It's like if you get this drunk, go to sleep.
Literally, dude, tell me why I came back from the bar yesterday with water in hand for you, and then I see you like,
yeah.
and then I was like, what happened?
I was recharging. Give me some time.
Yeah, no.
The thing is, I still like remember things. Partly.
Probably because you're
I-
sleeping, so you like can hear it still.
Yeah, it's more like sleeping, not blackout. I've never gotten blacked out.
Interesting.
I would say that my occurrences are sleeping. I don't know if there's a difference there, but like it's almost like I know I'm sleeping. You know what I mean?
I wish I could do that. Well, actually, no, I don't. Actually, no, I don't, because then you're sleeping in front of people at a party.
Which Ben has done.
Hey, there is. Oh, is that an egg? Like,
Yeah.
I would say I would. I don't think I would ever like expect to see that.
I wouldn't
At a
either.
party, someone's sleeping. That's wild.
There's nothing wrong with sleeping.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with
Because
sleeping.
it's like one thing if you get like passed out drunk and you go to sleep, but
Yeah.
like if you like
What if
you
that
fell asleep because you've been drinking, or if you like a little hit the grass, like
If I was like a friend hanging out with a friend group for the first time, and like I'm a girl, and the night's going great, having fun, I'm like evaluating everybody, and then like a dude just like falls asleep in the middle of the gathering, like I'd be like, that's weird.
yeah.
I'd say he's probably so tired,
No.
He's been working long hours.
I
He's
hope
been
he gets really well rested.
Yeah,
Wow, he's
no.
probably a CEO. He's working long hours.
Yeah, no, that my first thing would be like, oh, they're probably like passed out drunk, but you're not passed out drunk, and that's why it's weird. Like you're truly just asleep. Yeah, no. You have yours?
I mean, the first few times I drank were all a mess. It took me a while to like. Obviously, it takes a lot of people a while, but
Traumatized.
Talk about that story.
it took me a while to figure out like my limits and like how to pace myself and shit, which obviously most people have to figure out. But yeah, so like I barfed on like Naurice's floor, someone's car.
So gross.
On myself. People have had to help me. Passed out multiple times. Almost shit in the washing machine.
I need like all these clips.
So yeah. Have good
have boundaries now.
have good friends and learn how you have to drink to have fun.
I don't remember the last time. I don't think I've ever seen Derek blacked out because all of those instances were really early on.
No, see, so this is
One of
actually,
them was
I think this is the
last
first
year.
time
Last year? When?
Not
When?
last year.
we were out. 'cause
2
every time-
years ago.
One of them was less than a year ago.
Wait,
Was
what?
that the end of COVID? Oh fuck, it was.
It was May.
Oh.
Is that when you went to Berkeley?
Yeah, but
What?
it wasn't as bad as
Berkeley.
it wasn't as bad as like the other ones. If like because like that was just like a funny
Wait, what was the
instant
one
he
last
did.
year?
We just went to Berkeley and he did that.
Oh,
but like
okay.
he was just a funny instant of that happening. But like you were definitely more down bad the other times that were
Yeah, yeah. Well, I threw up in an acquaintance's car, and I don't think that made a great impression.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's okay. I threw up in a bed, so that wasn't.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's really
I was in
unfortunate.
Canada.
Canada was something, that's for sure. It was Miss Samantha Good.
Oh my god! Yeah, we met a random girl on New Year's when we went to Canada, and it was
Interesting, because she broke up with her
Interesting.
boyfriend vocally on the phone right after New Year's
Yeah.
on the train, and she came up to us and she's like, "My name's Samantha Good, GOOD," and then I was good, and then I was like, mind you, I'm like really drunk from like New Year's, and so I thought she did like DOOG when she said that, and I was like, that's dog,
Dude.
but. Yeah, no, she was like talking to us like the whole time. Then she's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be okay. I'm going to my sister's. She's having a holiday party." And we were like, "Okay." But then she got off at our exit. And so there were 6 of us. So 3 of us like booked it to the Airbnb to make sure that she couldn't like follow us back. But we're like,
Wait, was she crazy?
no, she was just weird.
Y'all didn't try to slide through
She
the
was
party?
just lonely.
Y'all didn't ask for Natty?
She was heartbroken.
Yeah.
Long New Year's night for her.
Yeah.
She was looking for that. That rebound. I'm sure. Yeah.
I mean, she had just gotten out of the relationship 5 seconds before.
Yeah.
But
She had like 3 guys in
no. You said you've never seen Derek blacked out drunk though?
No, because every time I party with him, he's always conservative.
And you're gonna do it.
He's always out there taking care of everyone, but he doesn't take care of himself.
Derek,
Yeah.
drink more.
I try to help other people
God.
for the people who have helped me. I gotta return the favor.
Next time we party, I'm gonna take care of you.
No, okay, so every time
That's
it's
not
me,
true.
Derek, and JJ are in
The
a...
tables have turned. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I drank, JJ said, "I'm gonna get you right." He got me fucked up, and I was unconscious, and I threw up on Naurice's floor. But now, after I've been drinking, now JJ's always like, "I'm gonna get you right," and he passes out in 30 minutes, and I'm there drinking the whole party. So the tables have turned a little bit.
They have.
Dude, parties are lit now.
Well, every time
because all of you guys are there. So
well, no, I think
have to
about it
turn
like
up.
this. I just noticed that every time there's a party, and us three are there, one of the three of us has blacked out at that party.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it was the first time you came to Northridge. It was when you came to Northridge.
I
The
didn't
next
black
time
out, though.
at my birthday though out here was when I blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I blacked out. I got
No, we don't-
really drunk.
Yeah, he threw up on me and Richard. It was really fun.
Yeah. And what did I ask for again? My face wash.
Yeah, I told him to take a shower because he also threw up on himself and he just changed and he's like, I just need to do my face routine. I was like, dude, go to bed, take a shower. He's like, no, I need my face wash. I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god, what is wrong with me? That was a nightmare. Waking up the next day.
The worst part is, too, he threw up on his blanket and so my dumbass just put it in the washing machine.
Oh god.
Ew, and it's sloshy.
That's gross.
It's a cycle of
the
it.
next
It didn't even
morning-
clean.
The next morning, I went to check on it, and I was like, because I just saw like the bar particles all over the wall. And I was like, it was so gross. And then I had to get it into a bag because then I had to give it back to him. Like, this is not clean.
Yeah, that car ride home was rough. That was a rough
Wait,
car
did
ride
you say
home.
your car is smelling
It smelled
nasty?
horrible.
Y'all was in the trenches or what?
It was in the trenches. That day was definitely tough.
It was.
And I got billed for riding the toll road. Toll road.
Oh, yeah.
Before.
Also, you got to check that no tolls on the maps.
Dude,
but
they said directions. That's fastest way home.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you got to do it once to learn.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was an observation and really unfortunate in the fact that he threw up on us and then we couldn't get it clean because I had to leave the washing machine with all that in there too, and I was like, someone will clean it.
Is that a public one?
Huh?
Yeah.
The public?
It was like the washer for the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
what
it
if
was-
someone washed it right after and they get the leftovers?
Well, they would have seen it. They would have known not to use it. They would have seen it. It wasn't a.
Someone
It didn't look good.
Someone definitely used it.
It didn't look good. It wasn't like if you'd walk up to the washer, you saw that you'd know not to put your clothes in there.
Yeah, dude, I hate throwing up. It's just not a pleasant feeling.
I don't
I
mind
don't even
it
feel good afterwards. I don't feel
because I'm
good.
like it's part of the experience, low key.
It's
I mean-
supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to be the reset. That's the
Yeah, so
I've
you're
only
getting
done it a
those
few
toxins
times
out
in
your
my
body.
life, and I've hated it. Like I remember I took the AP music theory test, and that test, you know how most AP tests are like half a day of school.
Yeah,
The AP music theory test is like 2 halves of the day, so it's the whole day. And and then the night before I got like the virus, right? And I was like waking up at midnight. And
COVID.
I was like, what?
No, this is
swine
like senior year of high school.
Oh wow, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then mind you, so the night before I threw up from the virus, and in the morning I was feeling disgusting and like super tired. Plus I also had a cast on because my wrist was broken. And then
And then went in back.
He was in the trenches.
yeah, and then third part of the test is you have to like sight sing, and you have to sing the music that you
Oh.
have on there, and I couldn't even speak, so it was super hard.
Did they give you like a pass for that?
No. But yeah, that was another time I threw up.
Yeah, throwing up's fine as long as it's not in front of people or on your shoes. Because I also threw up on my shoes once when I blacked out in a club, and they were white shoes, and they were Air Max 90s. No, Air Max. There's a 0. I was so sad.
Wait, this is recently.
No. This is my sophomore year.
Oh yeah,
It was,
other Air Max.
it was on a bus too. It was even more fun.
Oh,
That was the
no.
bus.
Oh, God.
Someone found it. Someone was not happy.
Someone was not happy. I was. Yeah, no, it was pretty bad. And then a lot of items of clothing were ruined that day.
You just threw it away.
Oh yeah, like I learned my washing machine lesson the year before, so everything just had to go into the trash.
You're welcome.
Yeah, just talking to the mic because sometimes I can't hear you guys.
Ben, it's hard.
It's hard. Man, you understand
It's hard.
the struggle. We're literally like, Loki have to like, I'm not trying to kiss JJ, and you're making me kiss him.
No, Joe. Joe, we gotta be like this close.
Like that.
Just do it.
Put on headphones so you can hear how close you are.
Okay.
Premium content right here.
Then I'll leave us with this final question.
Joe, I won't look at you. I'll just. If I don't look at you, will you be okay with that? Joe, come close.
I'm not.
Joe,
Away.
I'm not speaking.
When
Oh my
you're
God.
not talking.
Joe, I've known
Yeah,
you since
just-
preschool, Joe.
just-
preschool, I've known you.
Okay,
Paste
last
it.
question of the night.
How do we all meet each other?
What? No. What? No. What? Can we forget it? Oh my god. What do you think it means when someone says that they're working on themselves? Obviously, it's like
Good question.
there's levels to it,
Oh, we really reeled it back.
Cap.
but you know, like, what do
She's
you?
hoeing out. No, I was kidding. He's hoeing out.
If anyone. If anyone.
Always the women first. and then he asks, and men.
Society.
You just need to
We need to
add it
change
so I don't
this.
get
Men like Joseph.
We need to change this.
This is wrong.
Okay,
We're
but
all-
like
we're all
dead
about
ass
changing
about that, like that. I'm like not like kind of is true, or people could be like their excuse for like a breakup is like, oh, I'm trying to work on myself, and like it's not you, it's me. Don't worry about it. And then literally they're just trying to like
Just trying
hoe
to
out.
Yeah.
you know that goes for both sides, you know, guys and girls, because you know
I feel like
I've seen it in both
But
sides.
it's not you, it's me was like made into such a cliche because you see it like on TV and everyone says it, but like I don't know. As I've gotten older, I feel like it's like
It's valid.
really valid. Like, it's
yeah.
not you, it's me. Like I really need to work on, like, you know, for those who are actually trying to work on themselves, you know, it's like
We didn't understand it when we were kids.
Yeah,
They
but,
say
like-
that cliche. Yeah.
it's.
But what does that mean?
I feel like it's contextual. Like if you just got out of a long relationship, maybe you're trying to see who you are outside of that relationship before you jump into another one. You know,
I think
or
Isn't that just
in my experience,
having time in between two relationships?
well, yeah, but it's time that you can grow because I mean that
Yeah,
relationship, that
there
first
needs to
one
be-
failed for a
there
reason.
needs to be-
We're always growing.
there needs to be intention behind it.
Well, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you can't just be like waiting around just working on yourself. But I think what's important is that like you do things that make you happy. Because when you're in a relationship, sometimes it's compromise. You have to say like yes to things that you don't really want to say yes to. But when you're working on yourself, you say yes to yourself.
Oh shit! Ended up with a bar. No, but I just mean like
And I think it's also saying being okay with saying no to other people too.
I mean it. Those would all be things that you'd be working on before you maybe jump into another relationship. You know, it depends. It's like I get that it's often made as an excuse, but like if you think about it,
You got to be happy being alone first.
exactly. You know,
Like,
because
and
if you're
a lot of people are dependent on like their friends to make them
and like
happy.
their significant others, and
Yeah.
I think that's a problem. Which is why working on yourself kind of allows you to know yourself, and that'll help you in your next relationship anyway. So.
I had this instance where I was talking to someone and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna, I just need to work on myself." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Sure, whatever." Oh no, sorry. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Am I? No,
You
it
just
came out- it
you
came out
just
wrong.
described
misogynist.
how working on yourself is a thing,
No.
and then you told the story about how you
No,
think
so
she's
I
full of
didn't-
shit.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I meant oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, cool, whatever. You go do that. You know, I was like, cool. Like I'm glad you're making that decision on working on yourself, because working on yourself is a hard thing.
Cool, whatever. I guess.
Like, I mean,
I'm just very tired right now. But no. But okay, but she's like, yeah, I'm gonna like, I just got out of a relationship. I need to work on myself. I'm like, cool, like that's good, because like I'd rather be like talking to you when you have like fully worked on yourself before like you have that chance. You know what I mean? And
I had to come back and
and
save
then-
myself there.
and then turns out like apparently you can work on yourself and be all better in like 2 months and get in another relationship.
Oh, so
Okay,
see,
here's what I'm trying to say is like people use this line to like reject someone, and like we're always growing. You're not gonna take, and it's not really active either. It's just you fuck up and you try to do better, or you don't like something about yourself, so you try to change it. And so to be like, yeah, I can't date you right now because I need to take this 10-month period, and then I'm going to be perfect at the end of the 10-month period. No, in reality, it's just you don't want to be with this person right now, and then when the person you do want to be with comes around, then you're going to be done working on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you're always working on yourself. That's the point. Like, right?
No,
It's not a one and done thing, but you're gonna be working on yourself in a relationship, outside of one, too. So it's like it's something important you have to do, but it's not, it's like it's a valid thing to say, but also when you think about it, like like when is that? When are you done working on yourself? Like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ben's example could be a good example of like a time where a girl says it to pretend it, and then really they want to do this still. That's what I'm saying.
You
or
know what I think it's like
you don't think she did that?
No. I mean, if you're in that situation, I would say like don't feel bad. Like right, if like you get out of a relationship and then whoever you're with like starts dating someone else right away, like yeah, don't I would say don't be like embarrassed by that, right? Or something like that. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because you have that chance to work on yourself and that person never did. So feels bad for the other person they're with because they have someone that hasn't been able to work on themselves.
No,
okay, villain arc.
I know. No, like,
right? And that gives me the chance to work on myself now.
I mean,
I think it depends because like if
but
you
could
really
work on yourself in or out of a relationship.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
sure,
Well, I
but-
think
but
working
it's a
on
little
yourself
harder.
is an umbrella term people just use to make it sound nicer when most likely it's like, which is valid too. Like, I just can't, like, I don't want to be dependent on someone else for all this stuff right now. I literally just want to like literally care about what I'm doing and what like what makes me happy and figure out stuff like that.
exactly. That's prime working on yourself right there.
Yeah,
Also,
but like
but
it's
people
more
the
of
reason
like
why-
the reason why
the only reason you're gonna work on yourself is because you had someone attached to you. So it's not like really like there was a problem in the first place with that. It's just that you're getting rid of someone else so you can just like just
yeah, it's also
do you.
but
Like you
it's
don't have to
also
work.
important. It's like it's harder to do it in a relationship, obviously, because you're thinking about someone else too. But like the reason why people use that to get out of one is because it's like it's a lot easier to work on yourself when you don't have to worry about anyone, and it's almost like it's like climbing up a hill with like backpack on and stuff like that. It's hard to climb the hill without the backpack. So sometimes you need to get rid of the backpack so you can climb the hill faster.
I mean, I got it before the analogy. I feel like the analogy got it. You
throw it over the river and you just squash it.
But like, when does a working on yourself period end? It's when you get in your next relationship.
Not necessarily.
necessarily.
It could
No.
be just when you start
It's just
actively
that's-
looking
yeah,
for a
with
relationship
working
again.
working on the qualities of yourself that
To where you're
that
willing to
cannot
be in a
happen.
relationship.
Yeah,
Because if
qualities
you-
that are only associated with someone else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like right now, like I'm in a relationship, but I'm still working on like, oh, I need to be better, like friend when I say something like this, do this. But like when you end a relationship, working on the qualities associated that can only be done with like without a relationship. You know what I mean? Like shit, like oh, like answering to myself, making sure I get my work done and stuff like that. But like I'm distracted by this, so I can't. So like stuff like that always has to be like tied to a relationship, not qualities that are like you can get done in a relationship.
So you think the people who like say that delete their Dame profiles an hour later after they say they're working on themselves?
No, but I'm saying like
No.
they can like that's not.
Or
I
you
mean,
think if they go to a grocery store and they see the most beautiful person they've ever seen in their life the next day, they're not going to like...
But like talking to someone and just getting to know someone and like entertaining it is not necessarily like being in a relationship because they don't beckon to your call and they don't got to do this with you, all that stuff and like.
And they could
just-
be working on themselves.
Yeah, and you
too.
don't need to think of like you can still do something while like talking casually to someone like because it's not serious yet.
Yeah, and like they could be working on themselves and like do that, and then they see a beautiful person at the grocery store and totally shoot their shot. That doesn't mean that they worked on themselves. That means they saw that and they're probably whatever issues ended the last relationship are probably going to end that one too. You know, like they
the initial intention was to, and then they see some
that
pretty
or
person
even if it was
or a
like that
good-looking
excuse.
person, whatever.
I feel like if anyone did that and you just shoot your shot,
you
it's
feel
not
like-
necessarily like a.
So how do you know when they have solved their like emotional problem?
They'll
Because
hit
you feel
up,
like,
maybe if that was their
Do you feel like it's there's a
I feel like it's like when you're ready because like you're not ready for a relationship right now because it's like too much and like you want to focus on one thing and that's yourself. And then when you're kind of ready to be like, okay, I'm ready to take on the not burden, but like the
responsibility.
responsibilities. The thoughts of the other person again. Like I really think I'm ready for that, and like I want to, and I want to experience also the benefits of being in a relationship. Then I'm willing to take it on. But or like someone could be like I don't know, Naurice for example could be like, oh, I really don't want to get in a relationship right now because like I would have to worry about that. So like I'm not ready for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just a decision, right?
Well,
so
yeah.
like once he finally says, "Okay, I worked on myself," is when he says, "Okay, I'm gonna decide to date this person."
Like a new person?
So
Yeah.
therefore, you don't know if the person actually made a change in their emotions, or whether they've just decided to date a person again.
Well, I think he would just approach it different if he was to like work
Yeah.
on himself, and then like he kind of evaluated his like what he was doing, like what went wrong or whatever, and then he would just like go into that relationship with a different perspective.
Yeah,
Like he would lay his cards out and be like, "Hey, like this is
there's
this is where I'm at right
there's
now."
more thinking that went into making the decision to go into another relationship. You know, I mean that's the goal anyway.
But they could still fuck him and be like, damn, like,
Yeah.
I learned
Obviously,
shit.
not everyone who says that is actually doing
Yeah.
it, but for those that do, it's definitely a good thing to do. And yeah, well,
It-
Do you
it's
feel?
Sorry.
No, you can go.
I'm saying like it's like when people like say like, "Oh, I'm not looking for anything serious." Like to me, that's kind of like them saying like, "Oh yeah, like I don't want to deal with like the responsibilities."
yeah, they
Not
might
to
just
say
want,
not
like,
to
a
say
fling.
they don't want to like
They want to have fun,
have fun with you,
which is
It's-
valid too. But if that's not what you're looking for, then it's not what you're looking for.
Do you feel like some people are addicted to dating?
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
What does that look like though?
What- It can look like either you remain in a relationship that's been toxic for a while, or you just jump from relationship to relationship.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's necessarily addicted to dating. Well, actually, it could be that too, like the rush of the beginning parts of a relationship. But it could also just be like someone who's like extremely just codependent, you know?
Yeah,
and you
that's how
don't
I kinda see
necessarily
it, too.
know who. But the issue with that is then you absolutely don't. You need to work on yourself because you don't know who you are outside of a relationship,
Yeah.
which can be a problem when it comes to just knowing your own identity.
Yeah. I
for
mean, there's a lot of
yourself.
guys and girls who like hop like into different relationships and like don't really have that necessary time to be able to work on yourself. I think you can only know how to work on yourself truly, like it's like when after you get out of a relationship. I feel like
or before a relationship.
Because I
Or
know
before a
a few
relationship.
people, like I know people that have been in a relationship since high school or like with the same person or whatever, and like they are way more independent and like strong-minded people than I am. So like I don't necessarily agree that's the only time you can do that. I mean, hell, that's why there's people that are still with like whoever they were with since high school, and they're still like good people, and like it doesn't mean like they're like they're gonna fail on their own if like something ever happens. There's gonna be other, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I don't necessarily. I think there are people, and you can easily tell where like they're relationship hopping like 4 times relationships in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you're like, dude, this person like they're so like they really still don't know what they're like doing wrong, and they're still just doing the same thing. But I mean, then there's other people that I know that I'm like, oh, okay, like they got their shit together. Like they just like being in a relationship. I don't know.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say that you can only work on yourself after a relationship. I would say that's helpful if you work on, like, let's say you get out of a
more
helpful.
relationship.
Yeah, it's helpful.
More helpful, yeah.
Because then
Yeah,
you
it's
have
helpful.
some more insight about what you like and don't like. But all working on yourself really is asking yourself what you want or what you like. And so,
yeah, you're right. I feel like making the mistakes helps you learn faster though.
It does. But mistakes can just suck. That's why people
Depends
are
how
afraid
you
to do that.
depends how you learn from the mistake. You know.
True.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said that. Like, obviously, you can work on yourself in a relationship or out of one.
I think TLDR Derek thinks it's like a fake mask up for like really just like, oh, I just want to like be single and like just do single things.
Wait, what's it?
I don't think-
what is TLDR?
I don't think all the times, but I'm just
Too long,
saying
don't
from
we?
like,
I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah,
sorry,
I
go.
just think there's no like, you don't know or other people don't know when you, whatever, because you say, I want to work on myself for multiple reasons, different things. And so like, no one knows, like we keep saying work on yourselves, but then no one's defined like what that means. Like, does that mean you go to therapy? Like
It could.
it could,
Like,
but
you
like,
want to give examples or something?
but like, people don't actually really do things usually when they say I'm going to work on themselves. They just live their lives, and then once they decide to date someone again is like when that period has ended, whether they're actually doing something or they weren't.
Maybe it's not
Well, I
like
think
maybe
it-
maybe
yeah.
maybe what's a better answer?
I think it's
to
just
that
like a
is-
cliche way to break up with people.
But I think
Well,
like
maybe-
that's part of it,
like,
living
yes,
your life
and
though.
the
It's
fact
like
that
living your
it's
life
like a
without
cliche.
someone else. You know what I
Real
mean?
quick,
Yeah.
But like,
I don't know.
I feel like the fact that you said cliche, I agree, but I think it's because we see it as a cliche is why we don't take it as seriously, even though like it's pretty valid if they're actually doing it.
Mhm.
Granted,
Yeah.
not everyone. Some people do it, do say that just to make it easier because no one wants to deal with a messy breakup. But
Exactly.
not everyone does that. Okay, go Ben.
So should we talk about like what are some things you can do to work on yourself? Because maybe we don't know the exact definition of what is working on yourself, but like
Yeah.
if you are
'cause
working on
it's-
yourself,
I
what
feel
can you
like
do
it's
though?
there is a
contextual.
definition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on the
Someone has to
specific.
do
So what
context
can you
of the
do? What can you
situation.
do to be able to work on yourself?
You can hang out with your friends more. You choose yourself more. Go to therapy. Eat food. Go have fun. Like it depends on whatever situation you were in prior to,
Yeah.
or even leading up to this potential relationship.
I would say like if you're working on yourself, give yourself make yourself a routine or something like that. Something you could follow every day.
That's
Like that's a
helpful.
good way to choose yourself first, right? Unless you're not like a routine type of person.
But I mean, a routine would be helpful in or
Yeah.
out of a relationship too. It's
Mhm.
just helpful, I think.
Yeah, I just feel like when
Existing.
you're in a relationship, sometimes you're on the other person's time or the other person's like
You need more
turn.
control.
And then when you're on your own, like you just have to worry about your own schedule.
Yeah.
So it's like it's helpful that way. So
Okay.
yeah, and with that time, like definitely create a routine. So that's like so that you can follow it and make a routine that you like.
Well, an answer for that would be like just communication in a relationship, telling you what if that's an issue you have that you're on their time versus your own. That's communication, which is something you might learn
Mm-hmm.
after the relationship, or even that you might have learned from a previous relationship, which all comes back to like working on yourself and seeing what you didn't do right or what happened in that relationship. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say getting used to like doing stuff without having to rely. Like, I would say like being okay with just like being at home, like by yourself, and like no one's like there. You can hang out with no one. Like, I think like that's a skill because like I feel like I kind of struggled with that too when like back when I was single, I was just like struggling with like even just like dang, no one can hang out. I feel lonely, like feel like a loser or something like that. But just being like okay with that and being like okay, like no one's like who cares if you stay home alone, like. Or actually wanting to do it sometimes too.
I think
I
COVID
think
helped with
that's
too.
a way of like
You were like forced to be by yourself, you know, so you had to get
Yeah.
comfortable in your own company. But I think a lot of people, I'm just gonna generalize that. If I'm wrong. But I can say
COVID
like
actually,
you just
like-
become like comfortable with yourself, you know.
I think that is the opposite for me.
Okay.
I felt like COVID like made me push to like hang out with you guys more, or just like people in general, because I didn't want to be alone.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
When do we
not to
start?
say it was
Like,
never like alone.
yeah.
I love that.
When what?
was it like I forgot like or do we all start hanging out with each other mostly during COVID? Like
Yeah,
The frequency went up a lot, I think, during COVID. Yeah, I mean, you didn't even get like the basic socialization of like going to the store, you know. So like the driveway was literally the next best thing.
hence the name.
Yeah.
DriveWaze.
But yeah, that was my final question. I don't know if we had anything else before I wanted to
this
close.
is a long ass podcast. I'm pretty sure it's like an hour and a half.
yeah,
It is an hour and a half.
Good.
Nice guess. Oh,
No one's
it's
gonna
not
watch
gonna-
it.
it's
We
not
barely
gonna-
had any viewers before. I think we just
we
lost 5 more.
That.
Yeah, it's yes.
I'll be kind of like we'll edit like
Yeah.
stuff out that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this has been another episode. I don't know which one, so I'm gonna just say another episode. 6, 7.
I don't remember 7.
7, sure.
This has been episode 6 or 7.
We're both 6 and 7.
Might be.
Honestly,
7 and 8. We'll see.
this has been another episode. Thanks. Yeah, Naurice out.
Joseph.
Javi.
I'm Ben.
Derek, thanks.
I thought Naurice was thinking.
G night.
Night.
No.